Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning trading room, the last trading room of this week, I guess of this month as well, isn't it? Let's see what they're handing us today. A very wild and crazy ride yesterday, and it looks like we're kind of off to the same start here today. You know what was most interesting about yesterday? Those huge ranges we saw, overall, the market didn't go anywhere. Here was yesterday's session on the daily chart, and you can see tons of volume going through as expected on such a volatile day, but normally you would associate this much volume with, perhaps a bar like this or a bar like this, but no, just a lot of back and forth. I think maybe a lot of traders are getting flat before the holiday weekend as well. If the overnight is any indication, it's going to be a short day today because we're not going anywhere. The market really in a sideways drift, which again is not a big surprise given that we're heading into a 3-day break. And I think traders are going to be maybe a little extra cautious. But we'll give them a few minutes here, let them get their bearings. And then see what kind of opportunities we're presented with. We're near the 65, or we bounced off the 65.50 area earlier in the overnight. Well, I won't scroll back, just take my word for it. Which was a significant number yesterday as well. You remember here 6,500, 6,550, 6,450, all big numbers yesterday. And here we are again back at 6,500. So we'll see what happens from there if we get a reverse or if the bottom's going to fall out as we challenge the opening low. We do have a number one signal to short here, by the way, on the Raptor. This is our cloud crossover signal, so the cloud's all in sync now to the short side. And it looks like that signal did work out and find its profit objective. We'll see if they try to get a little bit higher from here. That's what I would suspect, bouncing off of the overnight low near the opening low. In fact, I might be open to a number two signal if it presents itself now. And maybe I'll just go in with a single. There's the number two. Okay, now, oh dear, that was some horrible slippage. let me explain this number 2 signal, because it did not print as a number 2 signal. The reason it did not print that way is because the programming parameters, the market was a little bit drawn out, but you can see this is a test of the extreme. Oh, sorry, it did print a number 2. Oh, it printed a number 2 late. I was trying to do this one right here. But the programming parameters, it may have been just a little bit too far apart to qualify. Oh dear, I'm gonna, oh, quick little move back through the low. All right, so I'm not as smart as I thought I was. Trying to do that little counter trend move, or I just wasn't able to hold on long enough. All right, we'll put that one on the shelf for now. Thank goodness it was only a single contract. And here yet another little bit of a counter trend attempt. Wow, that's just it's a slow grind, but it's I'm surprised that the market fell off that much out of the open. Can't see it very well here on the Raptor. And even though the first in sync signal worked here on the Eagle, well, if you were able to keep your stops back at the proper distance, you would have been able to ride out that swing, but a very difficult trade to try to take. Okay, here's a first micro macro cross now on the Hawk after things went out of sync. They're back in sync. Here now a trend change signal on the Falcon as well. And you have an opportunity at a second push here. Shoot, kind of snuck past me there. Let's try that again. Didn't quite get the fill I was after. Well, did they slip me there? They did too. All right, it looks like there's very little in the way of market participation here this morning. Come on. I'm going to try to run this one a little bit further because it does seem like we are in a downtrend or attempting to be in a downtrend. Okay, I'll take the break even and hopefully they'll push on through lower. Come on. Oh my, they're really liking 64.75. Again, the market's going to gravitate toward these types of numbers. 64.75, 6,500, 65.25, which is near the high of the morning, 65.50. Parabolic's much more aggressive here. If I get one more swing, I may go into the parabolic mode. Nope. Nope, not giving it to me. That's all right. Picked up a few dollars on that one. Really, you can tell how thin the trading is here this morning. Joel providing me with a link here for. Oh, hey, this is a cool link. Thanks, Joel. All right, I'll post this link here for everyone. I've never seen this. This is really quite interesting. All right, so the market you're interested in, this is the S&P, so it's going to be even a little thinner in the Nasdaq. But Banana Republic liquidity this morning. I love that. Lord of the Flies. That's very cool. I like that. Okay, we're zeroing in on some relatively strong support relative to yesterday. I mean, this whole 6470 area was an area of contention yesterday as well. And here we are once more. We'll see if it's able to hold up the market this time, or if it's going to plunge to new depths. Well, right now, plunging to new depths seems to be on the menu. Gee, I thought about selling, but I chickened out, and here they go, just fallen off the map this morning. Well, we're so close to 64.50, I might as well wait it out. Okay, here comes in number 2. I'm going to try this reverse again. And just because the market has made huge move here to the short side, we're back near yesterday's lows, not at yesterday's lows, but near yesterday's lows. I'm going to try to stretch this to the hard edge and see if I can't pick up a little bit. Now, this is like playing chicken with a freight train. Oh, and I just got squashed again. Oh, Eric, why do you do that to yourself? Okay. Oh, man. Oh, okay. I got a little bit of work to do here. I was hoping for a short day today, but it's not working out that way. Probably going to have to hang out for part of the afternoon. Yeah, good point there, Mark. Mark says always amazes me how the overnight session will reverse what happened during the previous day, only to have the next day run it back the other way again. One giant yo-yo. And that pretty much summarizes trading. Scott's asking, when you do later trading, what times do you like Pacific time? Well, typically I'll check the market early, what would be afternoon Eastern time. So I'll check back around 9:30 Pacific. That would be 12:30 Eastern, and I'll follow it and just see what's going on. Right? I'll follow it for an hour or two. Or sorry, hour or two. I'm trying to get the times straight in my head doing the conversion. I'm trying to do the conversion correctly. Usually there will be a little bit of a jump around that 12:30 mark as traders get close into the closing. All right, so it looks like I had the right idea, but I didn't. I wasn't able to hold on long enough with that. Let's see if I get that crossover signal now. I already had a first micro macro cross back here, working a cloud cross now on the Raptor. Remember, the trend is still down. You're going to think I'm nuts here for trying to buy into this market again. No, the sellers are just slamming them again. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit more careful with my entry this time. right, I'm going to throw a just in case order in. I was hoping for a second push opportunity, and it looks like it's coming right here. This is a wild ride. Starting to get the market a little more cornered. For those of you who like to do your OCO style orders, you could short below here, below this 64.46 zone. You could buy above here, above 64.72. Okay, and now we can actually do it a little bit tighter. I may do an OCO here. You know that? Okay, so I'm going to sell down here. I'm going to buy up here. Let's try it. No, stop that. Stop that. Okay, I need my stop up here. There. Oh, man. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Done. I'll be watching probably for the next little while here. This first, my goodness, is it only the opening range? What a terrible opening range this morning. Yeah, way to go, Ryman. Well done. Ryman says, went short and scalp one contract, got $74. I'm done. I had a good week, and we'll keep that profit for the week. Scott's apologizing. Hey, it's all right, Scott. That's trading, but this market volatility is just crazy right now. All right, here's the number one signal. Obviously, they don't want to go down. We'll try to take them to the long side this time. Steven's asking if the markets trade tomorrow. No, they do not. The markets are closed. Reminder, I am out of town this weekend. I will not be back in time to host the trading room on Monday, so no trading room on Monday. I will see you again on Tuesday. Next week might be a bit of a convoluted week. I've got to head into the city early a few times, but I'll keep you posted. Okay, I'll take this to break even. Yeah, way to go, Ryman says. I'm learning to trade like Mark, and that is very good. You could have worse role models to follow. Mark's probably blushing right now, but you shouldn't, man. You earned it. You've come a long ways. Okay, so I obviously was a little quick on a couple of those reversals. We are getting the reverse now, and I'm going to get tagged at break even. We're not getting the follow through without the wild swing. Ah, nuts. All right. Here comes the hard edge bounce. And there it is. Okay, so I'm a little bit slow on the stick here this morning. I'm going to try to run multiples on this one. And in fact, I'm going to move my break even up here, closer to that last swing high. There we go. So maybe I can get my profit target for a change. Did that slip? It did too. There we go. Okay, another number 3 signal. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for the market to continue in that sideways trading range that we had yesterday. You know, we're at the bottom end of the trading range. I'd like to see a move higher, back toward the top end of the trading range, get us back to the high this morning, somewhere around, 64.25, maybe even 6,500, or pardon me, 65.50. I'm getting all my numbers all mixed up here. So we've got a resistance line at 64. I'm going to call it 84. And then 65.24. That would be a home run move right there. In fact, that's where I'm going to place my other profit target. Not right at the number, but there we go. That would be a home run right there. Hey, way to go, Mark. Mark says, took a chance on that late filter entry, the first one to the upside. Took some profit, only trading 2 cars this morning due to the volatile swings, though. And then Mark writes, all right, 2 for 2 on the late filter entries. I'm trying to be very patient with this trade. Don't you dare reach back too far. So 64.84, a little bit of a sticky point. $6,500 is going to be very sticky as well. I'm halfway surprised we didn't see a resistance line print there, but whatever. Come on, get through there. Well, at least I took profit on part of the position. The hole is a little less deep. You know, this is a little bit of a lesson unto itself. The days before long weekends are always difficult trading. Always. You may as well, like I know we have the trading room here, you may as well take the day off, honestly. Fridays are tough at the best of time, but to throw a long weekend into the mix, yeah, Phil says don't yell at the chart very loud. Let's see here. 7-Eleven. Oh, Mark just made a comment about he chose to pass on one of the late filter entries because the trend line was too steep. I was just going to see if I could find it, point it out for you. Might have been this one back here, but at any rate, as Mark writes and has observed, the flatter your trend line, the more reliable the late filter entry will be. It's like the market goes flat. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It's mildly bullish because the trend line is green. The filter, however, is out of sync, then comes back into sync, and then the market says, yeah, all right, let's go. And they have a little giddy up. You're going to find that the late filter entries that form when the trend line is very steep, there isn't one here, by the way, but I'm just showing you the trend line. When the trend line is very steep, don't always have the follow through. All right, well, we did surpass the 64.84 zone. And we're just kind of flip-flopping. We did get a number 2 signal here, as you can see. Came back with a hard edge bounce. That's the number 3 signal. I would probably reserve buying until we get above this zone here. So you could do your number 3 signal like this. In fact, well, sure, let's toss it in there. I was going to say, in fact, we could do a bracket order. Could do an OCO. Oops. Quick little move back to the hard edge. All right. Quick little trend change going on there. Cloud crossover. And here now a late filter to the short side on the Falcon. And I'm just going to have to pop in because it's running away on me again. Place my stops up there. Actually, the ideal stop is 2 swings back. You should always try to keep your stops as far back as possible. So here we've got a late filter. It's also coinciding with the trend change signal. The trend line not changing color, the filter out of sync back into sync. I was looking to enter back here, however. That's the other problem I'm having today, just some crappy fills. Oh, look at that. No love from the market today. Just a lot of back and forth. The sideways chop is unreal. Okay, take the trade to break even if it lets me. And of course, that's where I'm going to get tagged out. Well, it looks as though the sellers may give it another whirl to the downside. And there they go, bouncing higher again. So it looks as though as we get closer to the lunch hour, the market's going to start to settle into this sideways trading zone. Ryman's asking, curious, Eric, did you find anything on your computer that was running slow? No, I just had a program open that was a real memory hog, and it was chewing up all my RAM, so it was causing a lag. All right, well, now we get a number one signal. So here's the number one. We can look to buy it higher. A second push opportunity, and yes, I am going to be stubborn about this and try to get that runner still. There we go. By the way, my wife spells stubborn S-T-U-P-I-D. Just so you know. Wow. Just look at this back and forth. This is crazy today. Well, did get a number three. That's something. No, just can't get over the hump here. They're flinching as they get back towards 6,500. So it's going to be that kind of day. Just back and forth. They're going to reverse and tag me out here again. Yeah, I've had just about enough fun for one day. So unless there are any objections, I think we may as well close up shop and try this again on Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful long weekend and enjoy your time off. Remember, no trading room on Monday, but I will see you again on Tuesday. I'll talk to you then. Bye for now.